This new guy right here, known as the Sand Sahajin, is a small little cousin to the Water Sahajin and the Stone Sahajin. These guys can cast blizzard spells, although they are weakened to them, so makes a lot of sense for a Final Fantasy game. And alright, there are 3 artifacts in this whole room, being the rest of the artifacts, known as the Thunder Fighting. Oh shoot, that was not a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna step with this guy just flipping out, if you know what I mean. But if you're a little, no, he will still get me. I was about to say, if you're still lower altitude than this guy is, then he'll start missing you all the time. But I was kind of proven wrong there because he started getting closer to me. And they still have those earth elements here. I don't know why. After you get the unknown element, there is really no point to try to switch it out, because the unknown element is quite valuable and you don't want to lose it. Most of the times I end up, whenever I have some new guy, some rookie, I want to say that, but some new guy just playing this game with me, and I tell him, okay, whatever you do not put the chalice in a different type of element. Whatever you do not do that. I finally got a needle. Thank goodness. I'll tell him that, and next thing you know, he just puts the unknown element chalice into the water element chalice in River Bell Path, and I just yell at him for like 10 seconds, and then we just go back and get it. Alright, here's another chimera. These chimeras know a wide array of attacks. They're not exactly friendly, as they try to hit you with their horn, with 2 kinds of attacks actually. Their horn attack is really powerful. Try to avoid it as much as you can. Their other attacks aren't as devastating, but they're mostly just try to, you know, give them some diverse attacks and just try to give them some cover. And this guy's just getting on my nerves. Most of the times I like taking out these small guys. When it comes to a chimera though, you're gonna want to take him out first. Alright, and never mind, he saw me. I don't know why I've always actually tried to, you know, make an extra swipe after I kill the enemy. Just kind of like me saying, I'm trying to make sure you're dead. It's kind of like me trying to poke them with a stick and just double checking it to see if they're dead or not. I don't know, it's just a habit of just playing this game, really. And loaded dice, alright. So far, these drops that we're getting aren't very good. I began to notice loaded dice is something from like previous levels. And I'll see if we can try to get the jump on this guy. Alright. Didn't have to put up with his flipping, at least. If you do fight cactars in close quarters, it's really highly advised to try not to get them to use their 1000 needle attack. Just because most likely their accuracy of hitting you with that move is high. So you gotta try to avoid fighting these guys in close quarters attacks. See if you can try to just surprise them. Because they are not, funny man, what the hell did you set me with? But they are not exactly cute to fight in these small areas. Okay. Do we know this chimera is supposed to be like a mismatch of different kinds of enemies here? But at this point though, I'm like, what kind of enemy parts did they use for this guy? Okay, these guys have to stay stopped for a very long time, which I like. But apparently there's an item that does increase the time of how long they stayed stopped for. I really hope I can get that item, just so I can make stop more useful. And this is why I hated them using their needle attacks in narrow quarters. It's because they have a better chance of hitting you with that move. And the exchange liquid, alright. And I should start my micromanaging skills, not macro, sorry, macros, more like towns and stuff. But on this character, doing this is just annoying when it comes to playing this game, and having to edit stuff like out, like just me just throwing stuff away, is really annoying and it's really unneeded. I don't know why Final Fantasy decided to just give you a limit of 64 pockets. I don't know why. I know there's a big guy just hanging around here. There he is. I don't know. The effectiveness of Stoppa is never really fully realized, because a lot of people just... Oh shoot, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. A lot of people like using different kinds of attacks when it comes to fighting chimeras. Most likely, a lot of people just start using blizzard spells, fire spells. I think they're immune to all of them. But I like using top against those guys, including some really big enemies like griffins and others I can't name at the moment. Well, alright, this concludes this area, so I'm going to move on to the third area of Lynari Desert, which apparently has the boss chamber. To my knowledge, this boss chamber is one of the very few that don't require keys to open, or don't require, just as long as you get here, it's open right for you, and you can just jump right in. Hold on, just give me a quick second here. Alright, I'm gonna destroy some stuff here. This is the kind of stuff that you've been missing out, really. I'm just opening up some slots just in case if I run across a cactus flower, which are pretty hard to find. But here is the boss chamber. If you run into this area, you do have a chance to go back up, but as long as you summoned up these scorpions, which come out of nowhere, they try to attack you, this whole room is locked and you're stuck in here. So I'm just gonna skip. I'm just gonna avoid doing that for now. Just gotta try to stop the urge of doing that. Stop the urge of my moronity. And we're gonna try to get a cactus flower. So let's hope that Lady Luck is on my side and see what I can get. Alright, to my knowledge, this area is somewhat guarded by a couple of lamias. They aren't really happy with our intrusive actions here, but I just want to see if I can try to get this cactus flower just so I can get that percentage off from that guy's boat trips, and it's not here. Talk about wasted effort. Well, that's a damn shame. A lot of people do like to believe that the way you can get to cactus flowers by destroying all those little cactuses, or these little, I think they're called round cactus. I don't know. I honestly don't know what they're called. But a lot of people like to believe that if you destroy all of them, you'll get a cactus flower for doing that. Getting the cactus flower is completely random. Don't believe into their lies. It's just completely random. You'll never know when you get it. Most of the times you gotta, just come back here a couple of times, see if you can try to get it. Alright, you can run back, but wait until these scorpions pop out. And I heard them. Now you can't run back. So you're in here for good until you beat the boss. So these guys are actually weaker than usual. I can take them on 2 hits. Maybe just powered up my character too much. Could be that. These next batch of scorpions, you're gonna have electricity affinity on them. So I suggest you fight them ranged or get some blizzard spells. You cannot hit these guys, you'll get stunned if you try to. And by hitting them, I mean physical attacks. So then we're gonna find the final batch of enemies here called a stone. These are the stone versions. Just like Sahajins, they have their own versions, and it's just really only like a palette swap and stuff. So it's kind of like Final Fantasy saying, we're out of ideas. Let's just change the color. Final Fantasy has always had a habit of doing that. And that should be all of them. Now that I'm not covered by my earth barrier, I can get poisoned by these guys, so I should watch out. And they're done for. Okay, now I know I'm gonna be called cheap here because I'm just gonna try to see if I can try to get a haste spell up, because this boss is somewhat annoying and you need to be on your feet when it comes to fighting this guy. I'm not sure if you guys ever actually seen the effects of haste, but it does half the amount of time it takes you to charge your attacks, so it's really great.